Omaha's largest provider of affordable housing is the same place that tenants allege is riddled with mold, rats, and bed bugs, especially at Underwood Tower, primarily housing the elderly. Months have gone by, and they tell KETV investigates the problem has only multiplied. So who steps in to handle the complaints? As KETV NewsWatch 7's Kaylee Searcy uncovered, the Omaha Housing Authority has the final say.
5 years of agony in the place Henry Lee has to call home. Crouching over his walker, he enters Underwood Tower faced with his daily reality.
They have an infestation of bed bugs, roaches, and rats.
KETV investigates found mattresses lining the halls saturated with bed bugs. The laundry room spotted with blood stains from the floor to machines packed with dead bugs.
They've been biting him for years. If you go to the washroom to wash his clothes, you come back with bed bugs on you. So you go get rid of a problem, you bring the problem back with you.
His son, Hassani Lee, is his live-in caretaker. He says when he goes to sleep, he wakes up covered in welts.
The bed bugs are really bad. Not only with him and his situation, you got other tenants that are sitting downstairs all day long because they're afraid to go to their room.
Hassani says pair that with mold in the bathroom, poor ventilation, and heat that barely works. Complaints he's taken to Omaha Housing Authority.
When you put a work order in, they don't come out and do the work order.
He and other residents turn to the city for help, filing complaints with code enforcement, similar to ones here dating back to 2020. Or more recently in December, a city inspector citing severe heating issues at an apartment in Underwood Tower and unsanitary surfaces in the bathroom, finding OHA in violation. KETV investigates asked who is responsible for complaints. Superintendent Anna Besboinazi with the planning department responded saying, quote, OHA has inspectors on staff to inspect their properties. I do not know what standards they enforce. But according to the planning department's website, the city enforces Chapter 48, an ordinance that ensures landlords meet the minimum requirements for heating, sanitation, and other hazards.
All city ordinances, all state laws governing landlords also govern us.
Those same concerns flooding into the Douglas County Health Department. A spokesperson saying we are aware of the concerns and DCHD is working with local and federal officials to address the concerns of the residents. So we took those same complaints to CEO of Omaha Housing Authority, Joni Poor.
What do you have to say to tenants or others on the outside looking in, saying that maybe OHA is not rectifying these issues? They're not doing what they're supposed to.
What we need to be doing consistently is addressing issues and problems and working side by side with our tenants and doing so in a timely, prompt manner to help them address issues in every single way that we can. It is not an excuse that you live in a public housing unit and therefore it should just be this way. That is unacceptable.
Poor oversees 28 units that provide affordable housing, including Underwood Tower.
So that is public housing, voucher housing.
She says OHA is considered a political subdivision of Omaha, an independent organization that receives its funding through the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, known as HUD.
Public housing authorities have a couple of different sources of funds to help to operate and then to maintain and improve facilities. So we receive operating funds for public housing, and then we also receive capital funds.
A budget of $86 million in 2023 designates nearly $16 million in maintenance expenses. A closer look shows almost $200,000 going to HVAC systems, but less than $3,000 dedicated to pest control.
We have procedures for regularly going to every single property and providing pest control services, whether there's a complaint or not.
Poor says a lot of money has gone to updating community rooms and outdoor spaces at their larger apartment units and replacing the plumbing, doors, and windows. But tenants say the bugs, mold, and rats continue to multiply.
There is never a time when a complaint comes in to my office that I am not asking that it's being followed up upon. Those, whether it's me following up on it directly or me getting that out to the most appropriate department and making sure that we know what's truly happening and working toward a resolution.
They have a motto going that said that they about leadership and standing up and empowering the people, but they're not empowered. They're afraid.
Kaylee Searcy, KETV, NewsWatch 7.